Welcome. In front of me is an ASUS ROG Phone 5S, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So we're going to begin with probably one of the most crucial apps for this device, which is the Armor Crate right here. It's basically smack in the middle of your dock. And in here you'll have a bunch of tabs. Obviously we have game library right here, which allows you to launch games from here that will be boosted in performance, and most likely I think in settings you can set it up so it turns on do not disturb mode, so you have like uninterrupted gameplay. But additionally in here, if you navigate to console, we have some additional settings. So number one, we have just basic information right here. Now I do recommend you to get a little bit comfortable with this, because in here we have a bunch of settings that are specific for this device. So we have the console, just gives you basic info. Nice to actually have. Then below that we have different modes that you can run this device at. So as you can see, we have the X mode, dynamic, ultra durable, and advanced. Now each three of these are pre-made. So X mode, as you can see, it prioritizes on touch responsibility, system performance, and network. Then dynamic just kind of tries to do everything at once, along with having a high refresh rate. This one looks like it has a slower one. And then ultra durable just prioritizes battery life and touch responsiveness. And then we have advanced, which basically allows you to go through the settings and tweak everything that you want. So you can actually, I would have to press here, edit. And as you can see, we have basically everything that we can edit. Thermal limits, CPU performance, GPU performance, RAM, then we have like refresh rates and so on. So go customize this however you want to your liking, and yeah, go all out on it. I do just want to give you a word of caution. Don't maybe max out everything. I know that it might be a little bit difficult to resist sliding every slider to the maximum, but that will probably result in you having a fairly crappy battery life. So as long as you're not plugged into the wall and you're trying to use this device, it might not work super long. So just keep that in mind. Now additionally, I'm not exactly sure, I'm kind of guessing that this could work like that. Let's just call it a theory. Whatever you set up right here, I have a suspicion that when you launch the game, it will take the settings that you have right here. So when you leave this, it actually might go back to whatever the default state of it is. So that would be actually better if it works like that. But it's something that you have to check yourself. Anyway, this is basically the first thing. I'm going to touch upon one last thing in here. So let me just make sure. So in here we have also fan speed, which I don't care. Game, have the air triggers, which I'm going to touch upon later on. And we have the light armor case, which I believe, if this is the one, nope, that's not the one. Should be somewhere in here, lighting for this. Oh, there we go. System lighting, there we go. So you can toggle this on. Oops, I just switched something. See what we get. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna turn off the lights just for a moment. Maybe keep one, and you can now see this logo that is being lit up in here. Obviously you can control how it lights up. We have cycle, breathing. You can change the colors right here. See. Guess it's good enough. So you can see it breathe right now. You can max out the brightness. Obviously you can change it to different things, strobing. there a stable one? Color cycle, reading, static, there we go. So this will just be permanently on. So yeah, you can go out in here, have it light up, look nice if you're into that kind of things. Anyway, moving on to the next option, and I'm also gonna bring back the lights. We have the refresh rate, which it was already kind of in here when you went into the advanced, but we can also simply navigate to our settings, display, refresh rate, and right here we have the several different refresh rates. So you have auto 140, 120, 60, and yeah, that's basically it. Now auto adjusts the refresh rate automatically, and let's see if there's any info. It looks like there isn't. The reason why I'm looking for additional info is because auto usually just varies between, for instance, the highest and the lowest one, right? But some phones, as an example, like OnePlus, even though they have 144 Hz, they have also on auto mode option to drop to as low as, like, what was it, 3 Hz? So way lower than 60. Basically giving you a better battery life because of it. So I don't know if ASUS does the same thing right here. If they do, that would be splendid, but I can't really see any info about that, so I only can hope that they do it. So yeah, now if you want to prioritize battery life, obviously we'll probably go for 60, and if you want to have the best experience, go for 144, and auto will basically give you the best of both worlds, I would assume, considering it will drop to 60. So when you're not using the display, like right now when it's static and nothing is moving, the phone would automatically switch to the lowest resolution and try to preserve energy because of it. So just a nice option right here to switch to auto if it's set by default to 144. Anyway, let's move on to the next option, which is going to be the air triggers. Now these are located under the either the Armor Crate application or in the advanced section of settings, which I'm already here, so that's what I'm going to stick with. And we have air triggers right over here. You can toggle them on. Again, let's see. To have a, I think, way to see. There we go, squeeze level. So here you can set up how hard you have to squeeze, but this is just for like the function of like just squeezing the phone. You can see when you press both of these, or just a single one though, it detects how hard I'm squeezing. There we go. Obviously this is probably easier when you actually grab the phone and actually squeeze it like so. So yeah, so you can set it up here. Then we have, what is it, the first level. Oh, okay. Long squeeze, I can launch some applications right here. Short squeeze, again, launch additional applications. And outside of that, when you're actually playing games, you can whip that out, the Armor Crate. Let's see if I have anything to show it. Just sign in. So I kind of want to give you a little bit of a, there we go, of a guide on here. So as you just seen, you can pull out your side panel in games, and this will give you just a bunch of different things to customize right here. Now most of those were in Armor Crate, but in terms of the air triggers, which are located right here, you can tap on them, and as you can see, this is just the two triggers that are on top of the phone, but you have to first map them. And because some of the games have the toggles on the screen positioned in different locations, you would want to grab these, select OK. Gonna select, say, tap. Okay, so you'd want to grab these and drag it over to wherever your toggle is, both left and right, and then when you tap on them, as you can see, it will activate them. So yeah, make sure you set that up to actually utilize this function of the device. Let's move on to the next option, which is the simple gestures. Now this is going to be the closing one and probably one of the simpler ones, but because it's not actually shown through the setup of the device, I believe, considering I have these ones, I'll show you where we can change this. So navigate again to the settings and again to advanced, and in here we will find gestures right over here. And actually we don't have it here, so it will be under system, I assume. Oh, come on. Now I'm just trying to find it. Where is, oh there we go, system navigation. So it looks like it's under display instead. So as you probably figured out by me trying to search it in 3 different locations, different brands put the setting in different locations. So yeah, once you find it, you can now utilize the gestures and have more screen real estate also. Now, anyway, this would conclude all the tweaks and the tricks that I want to share. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.